Yeah, the stock market. Stock market has lost $5 trillion in 3 weeks. Yes, Trump, he's the Ozempic of the economy. Today, Greenland offered to buy us. There are CEOs out there begging Luigi Mangione to shoot them in the back of the head.
It's an honor to be invited to the White House under any circumstances.
Absolutely.
Did you know that Trump's tax plan will actually raise taxes on the middle class by 2027? Yeah, that's right. The same plan he called the biggest tax cut in history has a dirty little secret tucked away in the fine print. While corporations and billionaires get permanent tax breaks, your measly little tax cut comes with an expiration date. It's like being invited to a fancy restaurant, only to find out you're washing dishes while the rich guys feast. And trust me, they're ordering everything on the menu. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much.
You also have to respect that, the guy did win. It's more than half the country or whatever. I mean, yes. I keep saying it. I'm not going to hate. You can not like Trump. You can hate him. I'm not playing this game that you mean girls play.
Yes.
Where like, oh, you know what? You can't sit at my lunch table because I'm just not talking to you. I don't hate half the country, and I don't want to hate half the country.
Yeah.
It's just not where my mind ever wants to go for my own mental health.
Yeah.
Is all this hate.
Yeah.
So yes, I will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Now, back to the video. Ever wonder why the stock market tanked a whopping $5 trillion in just 3 weeks under Trump? It's because America basically handed its economy to a guy who couldn't even make money running casinos. Think about that for a second. Casinos are literally money printing machines where people walk in fully expecting to lose. And somehow Trump managed to bankrupt 3 of them. That's like failing to sell water in a desert.
Biden was president, it was everything about the eggs, the price of eggs. We got to lower the price of eggs. And now Trump retweeted somebody last week who said, shut up about the eggs. $5 trillion in 3 weeks, and we have only ourselves to blame. Trump said this would happen if we re-elected Biden. And Americans are like, but we need eggs. What else are we going to throw at the Teslas?
Trump's business history is basically one long episode of how not to run a company. His pattern was always the same: make outrageous promises, slap that gold Trump logo on everything from steaks to vodka, hire yes men instead of experts, and then act shocked when it all comes crashing down. The most amazing part? He still walked away with his personal fortune mostly intact while everyone else got stuck with the bill. When his own financial experts tried to warn him about taking on a ridiculous $3 billion in debt for the Taj Mahal casino, you know what our business genius called them? Bloodsuckers. Imagine calling the people trying to prevent your financial suicide names. That's like firing your doctor for telling you to stop eating fast food when you have heart problems. But hey, who needs actual business success when you've got a fantastic ability to fail upward? Trump Airlines crashed and burned. Trump University was such a scam that he had to pay $25 million to settle the lawsuits from all the students he ripped off. And let's not forget Trump Vodka, which tanked so hard you'd think it was made with actual swamp water. Yet somehow, despite this treasure trove of failures, he convinced enough Americans that he was the ultimate businessman who could fix the economy. When he became president, Trump brought this same stellar management approach to the White House. Anyone remember all those economic advisors who mysteriously disappeared? Turns out, if you don't tell President Bankruptcy exactly what he wants to hear, you're out faster than contestants on The Apprentice. The crown jewel of his economic genius was that massive $1.5 trillion tax cut.
Trump wants to bring back manufacturing, and to get the ball rolling, he is manufacturing a recession. Trump puts these amazingly large tariffs on other countries, and when the countries respond with their tariffs, he acts shocked at their disrespect. He plays, let's spin the big tariff wheel. Woo! Round and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows.
It followed the classic Trump playbook. Make big flashy promises about how everyone's going to win big, but hide the real deal in the fine print. What was in that fine print? A little time bomb set for 2027 when all the tax cuts for regular folks like you and me conveniently expire, while those corporate tax cuts, those stay permanent. It's the classic take the money and run scheme, just applied to national policy instead of a casino. And how about that brilliant trade war with China? Nothing says master negotiator like starting an impulsive economic battle, ignoring every expert warning about the consequences, and then watching American farmers get crushed by retaliatory tariffs. But hey, at least he got to tweet about being tough on China while farmers were filing for bankruptcy. Meanwhile, Trump bragged about the stock market daily like it was his personal report card.
I don't hate half the country, and I don't want to hate half the country.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not where my mind ever wants to go for my own mental health.
Yeah.
Is all this hate.
Yeah.
So yes, I will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Trump puts these amazingly large tariffs on other countries, and when the countries respond with their tariffs, he acts shocked at their disrespect. Trump wants to bring back manufacturing, and to get the ball rolling, he is manufacturing a recession. There are CEOs out there begging Luigi Mangione to shoot them in the back of the head.
Stock market at all-time high, winning. But all that bragging was just another distraction while he was building an economic house of cards that would eventually come tumbling down. When the market lost those trillions of dollars, suddenly it wasn't his favorite measuring stick anymore. Funny how that works. His economic strategy was basically what Bill Maher described as a toddler playing Monopoly, grabbing all the colorful money, making up rules as he goes along, and having a tantrum when things don't go his way. It's exactly like his casino management style. Give massive benefits to the high rollers upstairs, while the average people on the main floor get nothing but watered down drinks and broken promises.
Yeah, the stock market stock market has lost $5 trillion in 3 weeks. Yes. Trump, he's the Ozempic of the economy.
You also have to respect that, you know, the guy did win. It's more than half the country or whatever. I mean, you know, I keep saying it. I'm not going to hate. You cannot like Trump. You can hate him.
Trump puts these amazingly large tariffs on other countries, and when the countries respond with their tariffs, he acts shocked at their disrespect.
I don't hate half the country, and I don't want to hate half the country.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not where my mind ever wants to go for my own mental health.
Yeah.
Is all this hate.
Yeah.
So yes, I will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And Americans are like, but we need eggs. What else are we going to throw at the Teslas?
So that's Trump's economic legacy in a nutshell. A playground for the wealthy while everyone else got left holding the bag. During his presidency, CEO paychecks exploded while regular worker wages just sat there collecting dust. As Maher pointed out, Wall Street threw itself a party while middle-class folks were drowning in healthcare bills. It's like Trump's running a casino economy. The VIPs upstairs get comped everything while the rest of us get stale pretzels and broken slot machines. The pattern is painfully obvious. He swoops in, makes wild promises, then jets off to his next disaster before the bill collectors arrive. Remember folks, when someone's entire business career looks like a montage of flaming wreckage, maybe don't hand them the keys to your economic future. The orange business genius isn't just bankrupting himself anymore. He's coming for your wallet next.